They had the speed, they had the equipment, and at times, they even had the fans behind them. But when it mattered most, when the lights were the brightest and the checkered flag was within reach, they crumbled. This is a countdown of disappointment, of what could have been. Today, we're diving into the top 10 biggest chokers in NASCAR history, ranked not by hate, but by heartbreak. Let's count them down. Number 10, Kyle Petty. We start with Kyle Petty, the son of the king, Richard Petty. Expectations were sky high from the start, but Kyle never quite delivered. In over 800 Cup Series starts, only 8 career wins. Worse yet, in 1992, with a golden opportunity to shine in a title race that went down to the final laps, he was nowhere near the fight. Talent? Yes. Pedigree? Of course. But he just never showed up when it counted most. 9. Casey Atwood. Remember when Casey Atwood was called the next Jeff Gordon? He was only 20 when he joined Ray Evernham's new Dodge team in 2001, but the pressure cracked him like glass. No wins. Just one top 5 and 2 full seasons. He had the ride, the backing, and the moment. He just couldn't convert. He fizzled out and faded into the lower ranks of NASCAR, one of the biggest what-ifs the sport has ever seen. Number 8, Ricky Rudd. Ricky Rudd, the Iron Man of NASCAR. Over 900 starts, 23 career wins, but never a championship.
In 1991, Rudd had his shot.
He won the Brickyard, had consistent speed all year, and came this close to beating Dale Earnhardt for the title. But when the pressure peaked late in the season, Rudd stumbled. Costly mistakes, strategy misfires, and boop, the dream was gone. He had everything but the crown. And that, friends, is the story of a choker, not for lack of greatness, but for not cashing in when it mattered.
Number 7, Chase Elliott. Now hold on, before you threw tomatoes, yes, Chase Elliott is a champion. But here's the brutal truth. Since 2020, he has become the poster child for missed opportunities. In 2022 and 2023, he entered the playoffs as the favorite and collapsed both times. In 2024, he missed the playoffs entirely, even with a Hendrick car. Yes, it was due to the tibia injury from snowboarding incident, and yes, he has made a comeback in 2025, ending his winless streak and being the leading contender for a regular season title. But come on, guys, he is Chase Elliott. He has fast cars, top-tier equipment, massive fan base, yet he keeps coming up short on the big stage. He's young, yes, and still has time. But if this trend continues, he might go down as a perennial choker with just one title to his name. Number 6, Kasey Kahne. Kasey Kahne had it all. Movie star looks, blazing fast speed, and rides with powerhouse teams like Evernham and Hendrick. In 2006, he had 6 wins, but finished 8th in points. That pattern followed him his whole career. Win races early in the season, disappear when it matters. He was built for the chase era, yet he never came close. Instead, injuries and inconsistency closed the door on what should have been a Hall of Fame career. When the pressure hit, the Biff just couldn't deliver.
5. Greg Biffle. Greg Biffle was a beast in the early 2000s. He won Truck and Xfinity championships. In 2005, he had 6 wins in Cup, more than anyone else, and was this close to stealing the title from Tony Stewart. But Biffle just couldn't finish races clean late in the year. 2006, another strong run derailed by errors. He had Roush behind him at its peak, yet he left the sport without that Cup title everyone expected him to win.
4. Jeff Burton. Jeff Burton was called the mayor for his leadership off the track, but on the track, when it came to championships, he vanished. In the late 90s and early 2000s, Burton had top-tier Roush equipment, multiple wins, and real chances to win it all. 1999, he won 6 races, including the Southern 500, and still finished 5th in points. When the chase format arrived, he couldn't keep pace. From 2016 to 2008, he made the playoffs every year and cracked under pressure every time. Smooth, consistent, and respected, but never a closer. 3. Mark Martin. This one hurts. Mark Martin is beloved in NASCAR, a class act, a racer's racer, and a perennial heartbreak. He finished runner-up in the championship 5 times. In 1990, he lost the title to Dale Earnhardt by just 26 points after a controversial penalty earlier in the season. In 2009, at the age of 50, he had 5 wins and was leading the standings late, but again came up short. Martin didn't choke because he wasn't great. He choked because when fate gave him the shot, it slipped through his fingers every single time. Number 2, Denny Hamlin. At number 2, we have Denny Hamlin, one of the best drivers ever without a cup title. And yeah, could be branded as Mark Martin 2.0. He has 58 career wins, 3 Daytona 500s, and 0 championships. In 2010, he had the title in his grasp, leading the standings with just 2 races left. Then came the collapse. A late pit mistake at Phoenix and a poor showing at Homestead handed the title to Jimmy Johnson. 2020, 7 wins and lost the title to Elliot. 2021 and entered the Final Four and didn't show up.
If you look up choker in NASCAR's dictionary, unfortunately Denny's got a profile picture in there. But the veteran still has time and wins left in him, at least for 5 more years. Majority of NASCAR fans, including me, wants to see him get out of this list instead of ending his career as the next Mark Martin. Number 1, Carl Edwards. And at number 1, we have Carl Edwards. No driver in modern NASCAR history had more heartbreak than this man. In 2011, he tied Tony Stewart in points. Tied! And lost the title on a tiebreaker. It was the ultimate gut punch. Then, in 2016, he had redemption in his sights. He won at Texas, entered the Final Four at Homestead, and was leading the race with 10 laps to go. Then came the fateful block on Joey Logano, the wreck, and just like that, it was over. Carl Edwards walked away from NASCAR shortly after, because when you've been that close twice and lost it all, sometimes it breaks something in you that can't be fixed. To be honest, Denny Hamlin and Mark Martin has bigger legacy than Edwards, despite not coming as close to the Bill Francis Cup than the latter. That makes it more painful. Look, every driver on this list had talent. Some had speed, others had championships in their grasp. But racing isn't just about going fast. It's about performing under pressure. And when the moment came, these drivers flinched. Did we miss someone? Or rank someone too high? Drop your take in the comments. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more no BS NASCAR breakdowns. We'll see you next time.